Today is May 6, 2024. Yesterday, people started following me again. I went through before the FBI, I never seen her talk to anybody. That I'd be outside working in the yard, and I'd come in and I would wash my hands, make something to eat and drink, go in and use the bathroom, and wash my hands and go in and sit down, take a drink in the room and get dizzy and then dark. And I'd wake up with marks on me. I was like, I don't remember bringing my arm up sick around the bathroom. Or I'd wake up with marks that look like injection marks. The same thing. And bruises all over me. Throwing up, headache, and a severe personal infection. Okay? Okay? And I kept going to the doctor. I know the well water's really dirty. I'm just bathing in it. Is it making me sick? Is it causing I can hardly go to the bathroom. Here I'm being drug, being raped in my own home. And nobody's putting it together as sexual predators. Okay? I got marks all over me. Orange, lemon, grapefruit. Sinus, migraine, headache, throwing up. Almost passing out and severely infected. Getting treated for all those symptoms. And because I never seen or talked to anybody, nobody thought of a rapist. Okay? I would go out and work in the yard. Go in and make something to eat. Wash my hands. Come in, wash my hands, make something to eat and drink. Go in and use the bathroom, wash my hands, sit down, take a drink in the room, get dizzy, and then go black. Wake up with more marks. I would wake up with marks that look like injection marks and have marks all over me. Go to the doctor, I don't know what's wrong with me. Is it the well water? I know it's dirty. I bathe in it. Is it killing me? That's what I thought. Okay? Treating all the symptoms. I got a migraine, headache, I've been throwing up, almost passed out. I'm severely infected. I got all these bruises on me. Did you fall? No, maybe you're becoming anemic. Here I'm being drug, being raped. Okay? Never seen or talked to anybody before that. People in Longhorn said, the investigators, the people that were listening, do you realize how not funny that is? Or taking a drink in the room going dark. Or waking up with injection marks. How not funny that is. Scary movie kind of shit. Okay? There was people in there from the case. They said, the one guy said, came out, it was actually that girl's Facebook friend impersonating that judge. It's not funny they were framing a judge up there. Oh, they were framing 3 judges. Judge Timothy Ludick for allowing his friend to get away with it, retired Judge Pete, and Judge Stephen up there. Then they tried to frame the Portage County Sheriffs. And it's a drug cartel. I don't think Savannah, her Facebook friend, and her a big drug dealer boyfriend, well, they were talking about him too. That girl's ex-boyfriend thinks he's some kind of big drug dealer, and he can have all those people show up here. Okay. On a recorded line, that agent knew I didn't talk to anybody. Where I told him, someone told on me, after I called the hotline, they drove me up so bad that I couldn't get out of bed, and it took me 3 days, and then I got enough air in my face. Called Sarah Corso Witness where I went out and put that agent's number where he left it in a voicemail, so I had him return his call. Okay? In a car, dropped off the mall, went up to Apostolic Church of Barberton, Paul Palmer got to say, my God, I had an FBI agent in my office. He's right there. I walk off, women were talking. You know, she's being drugged, being raped, and he said he didn't care. I have bruises all over me. I lost 18 pounds. Severely infected, my heart sinking into my stomach. Is that what's going on? I go in and I sit down. They follow me and say it again. You know, she's being drug beat and raped. And he said he didn't care. And she was going to be faking she was sick and faking she got well while that family was grieving. He didn't care what they did to her. Can you imagine an agent saying that? Dave comes in, let's go. He told him he knew I was being drug beat and raped. Dave told Danny he talked to him at that church. He told 300 people up there, and if you talk to Blaylocks and Strangers Church, 500 to 900 people. With his own confession on a recorded line, he told on me. I told him someone told on me. You liar. I told him about the guy that threatened to knife me at Giant Eagle. You liar. I told him, I said, why you try to kidnap me before? Terry let me tape her with her permission. Okay? He is a wanted killer. He dismembers people. He dismembered my coworker's family member, part of the Florida human traffickers. And I'm describing a serial killer. And he's calling me a liar. I said he tried to kidnap me before. He's like, oh, come on now. I met with that family that lost their kid in that traffic accident. 2003 had nothing to do with it. My whole family's at home. I went through 6 to 10 surgeries, went to a bunch of crackpots, falsely diagnosed, wrong medications, swelled up, gained 150 pounds in a year. My heart's getting off, my brain swelling, my thyroid and adrenal gland quit working. My whole body's so full of fluid, it's ridiculous. And I'm using canes and braces so I don't fall. Prescribed by the doctor, because my knees are sliding out of place from all the fluid. And I took another doctor to tell me they were ripping off my insurance and the medication was making me sick. And to get off of it, get an attorney and sue them. And over 9 months, I learned to walk again. And within 3 months, all the brain swelling was gone. My heart was beating fine. My thyroid and adrenal gland was working too. It was all chemically shot down. They encouraged Dave and I to sue him for 2 years. They almost killed me. They said they wanted to remove my pituitary gland lied that I had brain tumor, level 2. I had brain swelling there from their meds. They were going to remove part of my brain. Thank God the other doctor told. Dr. Eli occurred, and over 9 months I learned to walk again. It had nothing to do with nothing. I was almost well in April. And May 3rd, 2003 is when Philip was showing off in front of other church people. My whole family is at home. He blew through that stop sign, speeding, into a semi and killed him and his grandson. Brian had to show up and tell us. I finished getting well in July. And Strange made up that lie in November of 2003. When he thought I caught his son, Tim, with Katie, and it was my sister Linda. Threw the wrong person out. Okay? Made up a shitty lie. Had nothing to do with her kid's death. And his baby lie, oh, you were faking over the last 4 years. Yeah, right. I have scars all over me. I have an MRI report showing the blood swelling, blood work showing everything shut down, and a false diagnosis of level 2 brain tumors. Can't fake that shit. I have scars all over my stomach and back. Okay? It's a shitty baby lie to cover up his kid's adultery. A baby lie. So he tells me on a recorded line where I told him that guy tried to kidnap me. Oh, if a church person even seen him, they went back you. I already met with that family that lost their kid in an accident. The ones that are just making up stuff to kill people that have nothing to do with their kid's death from 15 years before. Those people. And I met with all those church people, and I know they're trying to kill you because you were faking you were sick before. I really was sick. Like the nurse said, you had all that trauma to your stomach and back. That's why your muscles locked up. They didn't have time to heal. Okay? I said, I really was sick. He's like, he said, I've met with all of them and I know they're trying to kill you because of it. He didn't arrest him. He didn't do his sworn duty. Okay? He's like, now was there a camp? And I said, I really was sick before. He's like, you liar. He's like, was there a camera above that bench? And I don't know. I'll arrest you if you don't say you're lying. I'm like, what? He said, I'll put you in jail. And he screams at me how he's going to arrest me. It's like, fine, whatever. Ha ha ha. Let a serial killer go. He's like, now I want you to say you were faking you were sick before. I really was sick. I've had that family in my office. I lost her kid in that traffic accident that I had nothing to do with. Making up stuff to kill people. Because they're evil. 15 years before that. Nothing to do with it. Somebody made a shitty lie up on me 6 months later. Nothing to do with them. Not a damn thing to do with them and their tragedy. And they just picked me out to kill because somebody lied on me. Like I said, they made up a reason to kill me. He's like, and I met with all those church people, and I know they're trying to kill you because you were faking you were sick before. It's like, I really was sick. You liar. He said, and you need to realize what you've done. I didn't do anything. He's like, and I don't blame them for trying to kill you. I'm like, what? He's like, you either say it or I'll leave you there. I said, they've tried to kill me. So they've tried, they're going to kill me. So you either say it or I'll leave you there. And I start begging this bastard for my life. And he was like, say it or I'll leave you there. It's like, fine, just don't let him kill me. And he laughs at me. Why would the FBI help a person like you? Well, they're going to try to kill me. So they've tried to kill me. So give me a real reason. And the other guy yells out, well, we could use Pete's tape, a weird, blah, blah, blah. It's a shower scene in the other room and washing. They made fun of him for falling for it. I don't even know who Pete is. Dave told Danny how to Pete on his own, and Pete is Alex in a beard. He's talking about my rapist. The only Pete I know is my brother in Medina. Never met him. Okay? And I'm like, what are you talking about? They said something else about Pete. And I've never talked to him. I don't even know who the fuck he's talking about. Here it's Alex in a beard. I'd never even met Alex. Alex is the one that followed and rented me. And I seen him out after the cop had, Perry police officer had us move over. Got out of his vehicle, was out there squawking around. Legczynski. Something like that. Savannah's Facebook friend. Where the guy showed up and they called him Alex. The guy that said he crushed my head in on 12/21/18. The white hair guy with his hair part on the side. It's your Facebook friend. In a beard, scamming people. She's pretending to be Michelle, and he's pretending to be retired Judge Pete. Retired judges have no authority. And they can't drug beat and rape the wife for the baby girl. They made up the stupidest scam. And no one can be in your home. It's the Fourth Amendment over the house, and they would know that. Except for protected by cases with statements and entrapment if they do it. And otherwise, they're stalking, peeking Tom tapes. They're not admissible. See what I mean? It's a stupid scam by Savannah and her friends. Okay? All right. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about. This one's supposed to be a roofie confession. Never had him in my home. Okay. He's like, he's telling the other guy, stop, you don't know. Well, I bet you're going to say you don't know about this doctor selling your information. And I said, what are you talking about? And I thought, well, some other woman was impersonating me and used my insurance. She stayed in a hospital, raked up all kinds of bills. I had hospitals call me, try to talk about my stay. I hadn't even been there. And she's supposed to have 2 little girls. According to them, we reported insurance fraud repeatedly. My brother Pete used to be on the union committee, and the factory was looking into Dave for insurance fraud for letting some other woman use my insurance. We got stuck with the copays. She had all kinds of stuff done. All right, because back then you just had to call in your insurance. Okay, so we're going to go forward. And find out that guy's just a doctor impersonating, or somebody impersonating a doctor from Altman Hospital. You would make me a millionaire. HIPAA violations. And where they lie to people, they had a doctor look through my medical file. I didn't sign a release. There's a HIPAA violation. I would own them. See, nobody can just pull up your file and look at it. You have to sign a release. And then they can't share your information. HIPAA violation. You'd make me a millionaire. Like December 30th, 23. My God, nobody's to ever talk to these people. They had somebody impersonate a doctor from Altman Hospital selling people's information. The hospital gets sued. And nobody's to back those doctors from before. My God, they were lying so bad. They said she had brain tumors. There was nothing wrong with her, but her muscles locked up. And it was her medication making her sick, and they were ripping off her insurance. And Altman Hospital was telling on those people, those doctors. The cops that watched me were saying, not all those doctors were lying before. I said, yeah, it was a medication making her sick. They're ripping off, and they were talking about how not funny this is. Okay? They encouraged Dave and I to sue him for 2 years. Okay, going forward. He even asked me, have you talked to any law enforcement up here? I said, no, the only 2 officers I've had here is the 2 silly ones on August 8th of 18. I like my security system. And they told me it looked like an alien orb or an angry spirit. And it was hot, and I thought they were dehydrated. And that agent starts laughing. I said, I offered him water and offered to let him go through the bathroom. I said, he's like, you're kidding. I said, no, I thought they were dehydrated. Alien, he said, they said, what to you? They told me it looked like an alien orb or an angry spirit. And I said, they told me out in the country, buy a big dog and let a dog handle it. That's how they handle it here in the country. He's like, you're kidding, right? I said, no. I said, I've not talked to anybody up here. I said, I've only had my family and repair guys here. On the recorder line. I never talked to anybody. That's how not funny this is. I never had these people in my home. They thought they were being smartasses. Victimizing people. That agent was to arrest them the first day. So he knew I never talked to anybody. He knew it for the case. And he's like, give me a real reason why the FBI would help you. And we go through, well, they're going to try to kill me. So, you know, and then they did the peace tapes, and then, you know, I don't know what you're talking about. He laughs at me, and then we talk about those silly officers, and that I never talked to anybody. He knew that. He even asked me for a witness, and I told him about Sarah, that I already talked to her, and she's already ready to talk to him. Okay? Okay? I already gave her information to the hotline. our old co-worker manager where Katie had been breaking. It was them trying to kill me in the mall with foreign towns. Let's see. Then I told him about my brother-in-law Craig. He offers to take me somewhere and leave me. And then he offers me the informant program open account with $5,000 a month for life. Nothing legally dated against you again, and only for you would we ever do this for. Always put it back as if it never happened. You can't be legally charged for anything again for working this case. Admit to no wrongdoing, and I'll take care of everything in the end. You know, that money to live on when you move out. If you try to tell someone I'll list you crazy and no one will help you, he can't list me crazy. I've talked to the prosecutor's office. He can't tell people not to help me. 14th Amendment is illegal. Can't take somebody's money or assets, but due process law. You cannot withhold protection. You cannot take somebody's freedom of speech away unless you're a judge. First Amendment. Fourth Amendment, nobody can be in your home but protect like cases with statements. We actually have a constitution that keeps everybody honest. In the meantime, I talked to the prosecutor's office, a criminal attorney, and police. That agent doesn't have enough authority to ask you to stay quiet. He's only a hired police officer. And it takes a judge and a jury trial to put a gag order on you. He was only bullying you. I said, well, I already confessed. You talked to everyone. It don't matter. You can tell whoever you want, and they can't open their mouths to you. The money's for working the case and only for working the case. They can't put that restriction on you. He's been bullshitting people. He stole $335,000. Some guy was outside my apartment last night. Dog barking. I could hear him talking. He's like, stop. I don't want her to know. Her to know I'm here. I heard him outside talking. Some guy said, he said, I told that girl they already got her confessing. They know those tapes. She better not put her name on it that she was in her house. She'll get in a lot of trouble. I don't want her to know I'm here. I didn't realize she never talked to anybody till today. Who the hell are you? Some guy said, well, some doctor was going to help out me. Went through the medical record. How the hell did he get my medical record? Found out they damaged her heart with those meds. That none of this is funny. I ended up in the cardiac ward. My valves in my heart enlarged. They almost killed me with their medication. I'm in the hospital, almost killed me. You really want to play? Huh? You really want to play? Those crackpots almost killed me before 2003, 2002 and before. Almost killed me. They ain't gonna say a damn word to me besides nobody say a word. Huh? And they don't want the state of Ohio to shut them down for selling people's information. And no doctor can look at your medical record unless you sign a release for them to see it. There's HIPAA violations, they get sued. So who the hell is that guy outside my apartment? I'll tell you what. In January of 19, in Belden Village, there were some African American men. They said some guys went around asking everyone to help protect her when she's out, that the agent over a case wouldn't help her. They said he found out she had a little Hebrew blood in her, and he wouldn't help her. They're a racist pig, Will. They told everybody that in 19. And these African American men, we told that guy, we don't care if she's got a little Hebrew blood in her. Well, of course not. Their ancestors were slaves. They were sold for money. They were tortured. They were raped. And they were murdered pics. The same thing as what these people are doing to the U.S. citizens now, they were doing it to African American people in the 1700s, 1800s. Makes you mad. And a lot of African American people helped out, and Caucasians protected me. Some guy took it upon himself and ran around asking people to help protect me. Because the agent of my case wouldn't do it. I called down to that FBI office. When I seen the guy down the road and I had to swerve around him and get my house and lock up the house, the lady yelled out, "Will, she's seen that guy. You tell the police to get a hold of us. We're busy." We're too busy. And the serial killer for the human traffickers was down the road. Took off through the side ones. Like they said there several times, they missed him. They were too busy. The police watch me. People tell people all the time. They're messing with the wrong person. The police watcher. FBI informant. That agent just let the case run. And left me there in hell. And fed me to the cartel. And he stole $335,000. That guy last night outside my apartment, who were all those people following her around today? I thought I was the only one looking into it. Who the hell are you? Because like they said in Longhorn, the investigators and the people listening to her, because all the cops know they saw the walk-in. They announced it in Walmart the first month of the case. And people had it. They'd like to know how they got hacked. M13 was live streaming protected custody cases. So on Google. The cartels are hacking the cases. They said they were going to process more like this. May of 21. So, who the hell was outside my apartment? Huh? Because that agent knew I never had anybody in my home. He knew I never talked to anybody. And all the cops knew that. These people during the case prayed. No man talked to her. No, we used truth serum on her instead. No, they were roofing the hell out of me. They even confessed they never talked to me. You think it's funny breaking in and victimizing women like that? And human trafficking under drugs and extortion? It's actually called sextortion. Watching somebody photoshopping, taking naked pictures of people without their permission, photoshopping, washing, roofing somebody, and telling them to say stuff. That's kidnapping, drug charges, attempted murder, and then selling kiddie porn of my grandkids going potty. Voyeurism tapes, taking pictures of people naked, sex trafficking videos of people. They're looking at life in federal. There's no damn excuse. And Savannah may be pretty, but she's not beautiful. And the thought that agent would do it for an entitled rich bitch, that her boyfriend was big in drugs, huh? Thinking she can drug beat, rape, stalk somebody? Have the drug cartel do it because her parents made over $300,000 a year together. Now she makes over 160 being a nurse too. Between the three of them, they make over $450,000 a year. Think she's entitled? And she can just harm anybody she wants? And because she fucked a big drug dealer and had one of their kids, that she can have the cartel attack people and human traffic people? She was seen in January to March of 19 on a Sunday, right after 12, with the Florida human traffickers. Dave was caught with the kingpins from Texas in January to March of 19 too. The human traffickers that were serial killing people, they all said Dave hired them. And they were Middle Eastern. Big, huge guys, long black hair, dark eyes. We all work for the king from Texas. We are his men. Dave hired us. He sent us here to help. It's us doing this. He's a drug lord. One of the biggest ones. The U.S. fentanyl king. And then Henry Moffitt, the Florida group, Gentlemen's Club from Florida, and all the other drug dealers that showed up. The police are not submittable to the FBI, and a local police officer, if they know an agent is doing a crime, is right on Google, they are to arrest him. They got him for embezzlement, badgering, obstruction of justice, tampering with evidence, and tampering with witnesses. And aiding and abetting human trafficking, rape, and all those other crimes. They need to do their job and arrest him. He's dangerous. Like Sheriff David out of this area. If he stole your money, he stole others. You are not his first victim and not his only. I'm going to upload